What's up, guys? It's Priets coming back to you with a brand new Finalizing video. Today, we're back with the Eden streak, going for win number 41 in a row. So without further ado, let's get right into the video, get some gaming going. And if you guys are new here, sorry that my intro is a little bit weird and awkward, but we're going to get started with our 41st run in a row as Eden. Yesterday, we had a pretty crazy run, a little bit of Arky action, a little bit of fun stuff. And today, we start off with bad health, bad damage, but good tier rate. But we also get compost, which, if you guys don't know what compost does, is it doubles our spiders and flies every time we use it. If we don't have any spiders or flies, it gives us one spider or fly. And we also start with Aries, which Aries is interesting. Also, here, guys, here's the seed real quick. It's Yeezy 32 kilogram 9D, which I love 9D movies. But Aries makes it so if you're going above a certain speed, which is 0.9 speed, you will actually not take contact damage, which is pretty nice. It's a pretty good item. It's not one of those items you want to see that often. Like, it's nice when you see it. It's like, okay, well, this is kind of useful. Okay, and we already lost health because of the champion. Oh, gosh. I hate starts like this, but we shall be fine. I should have been a little bit, I should have played that a little differently, because since we do have Aries, I could have fought the spiders much easier. And sorry, this is stressful. If this champion hits me one more time, I'm dead. So let's not get hit. We should be fine now. We took a little damage, not too much of a biggie. Just a little stressed. We should be fine. And here we go. We'll just do this. Ooh, okay. Let's just take you. And guys, everything's a-okay. Some runs start off a little rough. I know we're going to be fine. One issue you do run into whenever you have Aries is it does make it so you don't take contact damage. I'm taking a lot of damage. This is not good. But it does make it so you don't take contact damage only if you're moving at 0.9 speed. So if you move forwards and backwards, there is kind of like a momentum system in the game. So you're not always going to be moving that fast, especially if you're changing directions. So you got to be kind of careful about that. But let's just hope that all will be well. I need to go get this half heart that's over here. And honestly, endless nameless loop, not the worst thing ever. It does make it so we get to sometimes have infinite pills, or possibly infinite pills. It's not guaranteed. Sometimes pills will just keep on coming back, because that's what the pill does, or what the trinket does. Let me actually check it out real quick. I keep on not looking at what they do. So yeah, 25% chance that it will drop a copy of the pillar card that we already used. So kind of cool. Not the most useful thing. Useful enough. Yeah, I'm going to try to not take any damage here. That's always the goal. And the best way for me to not take damage is to keep on moving, because I can't take contact damage if I'm moving. Always moving. And hopefully we can get a better luck stat. Because right now, the 0.89 luck stat, or the 0.9 luck stat, not the worst thing ever, but it's not going to make it so we proc euthanasia constantly. We're going to need a lot more luck for that. And guys, I'm just like kind of stressing out. If I could get Black Candle, that'd be really cool. Let's see if I can find the secret room real quick. And this is already kind of a rough run. I really don't like when runs are kind of like this bad in the beginning. I don't like having bad health. That's one of my least favorite things. So starting with 1 heart of red heart health is kind of a nightmare situation. Nightmare fuel. I'm going to turn this into a spider. And no secret room. I don't know where the secret room is because it cannot be to the right of this room. But let's try this. So far, things are just going not so well. We did get some money here, but nowhere near enough. So maybe we'll get enough money in the rest of the floor. Who knows what's going to happen. If we see a tinted rock, I could... Oh my gosh. If I see a tinted rock, I can just go back to the shop, buy a bomb, keep on moving forwards. But right now, I'm actually kind of hating this. This is what is like kind of not fun about the Eden streaks, and it was kind of... I don't know, it kind of irritates me. It's just some runs can be so bad. Like 2.6 damage is really, really bad. At least we have a decent tier rate. But the thing is, the tier rate's not even high enough to make it so we have base DPS. So that's just damage times tier rate. But luckily, I'm a ninja. And I can dodge things, kind of. Okay. And this is where we might just have to die. Just kidding. We're not going to die. We should be fine. Haunt's not the worst boss ever, and we have enough shot speed today so I can kind of hit my shots. This is just going to be a longer fight because I got to stay far away. I think just Haunt's kind of a bad boss. Haunt's just a weird boss to have on the first floor. It's kind of like the worst case scenario boss because there's not much you can do about Haunt. You kind of just have to be very careful and try to not get hit. But luckily, we have a whole heart of health. If we do get hit, we'll go down to slightly less than a whole heart of health, aka a half heart. I don't know what I'm saying right now. This is called me freaking out slightly. I'm trying to keep my cool. We should be fine. It's so stressful starting off with this much health. I feel like we will be fine in the end, but one bad brimstone shot could just be our demise. Okay, good. And I wish there was a kind of way to time out when Haunt attacked, but there's not really any sort of way to tell that. One of your best bets for dodging, honestly, is staying slightly ahead of Haunt and trying to move to the sides, but I don't even know. I can't tell you how to dodge. But there we go. We do get Magic 8 Ball, which increases our planetarium chance by 15%, which is nice. And please be a good card that you give us. It is the Joker card. Now, the Joker card is going to take us to the Devil Deal, I believe. So the question is do I want to take it now? I think I do want to take this with us. Or do I want to use it now or not? I don't know. What I am going to do is I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy a key. I'm going to get on out of here right now. I kind of want to go find the secret room because the secret room could have some good health in it, but I really don't know where the secret room is. There's no rooms that can spawn in, technically. Like, no rooms that's supposed to spawn in. The only place I could really think of it being is right here. But I don't know if I want to risk that. So, do I just use the Joker card now? If I do, that means we lose our 100% chance Angel deal, so I'm not going to do it. I think my plan, and we're not going Downpour. No way, Jose. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the Joker card with us. That way, if we get the Devil Deal on this floor, which hopefully we do, we can immediately get an Angel Deal on the next floor and increase our chances of, surviving. Because right now, we're in a sticky situation. I am going to use my key right here because that could have had something good for us, and it didn't, sadly. But I just need to play better. Just starting with, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's just starting with below base damage. I know I keep talking about this, but it's just a weird situation because you have to play a lot safer. And whenever you have bad stats and you also have bad health, it's just nightmare fuel. Because you take longer in every room, and on top of just taking longer in every room, you can take less damage. And that's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, why did Euthanasia not just hit? I really wish it did. This is the thing is, it's not like anything I'm doing right now is harder than usual, but whenever you have this much health, the stress really gets to me. I don't handle stress the best. So I'm just worried for my livelihood, my life. I know I might be wasting bombs, but I need to find the secret room. I don't understand how none of these rooms have secret rooms in them. I swear these are the perfect secret room rooms. And thank you for being a nice room. Maybe one day we can get a soul heart or some more health. Oh, please be less than 3. Please be less than 3. Whenever you fight Gluttony, you kind of want to stay as far away as possible because Gluttony will shoot out a burst of tears that it just always wrecks me. If I'm too close, I can't dodge it. But from here, I'm fine. Okay, Brimstone time. Please use Brimstone. You guys like these pot shots? What is it called? Pot shots. Okay, please be less than 3. It's not less than 3, but it is an Eternal Heart, and the reason I'm taking the Eternal Heart is because if we take a full heart of damage from a champion, let's say, I will still survive, which is pretty important to me. Survival is optimal. And you know what? I want to fight the boss right now, because I'm more confident about my ability to fight a boss than I am my ability to not get hit on a floor. So we're just going to do this. And Ragman, we are getting some of the, like, kind of like the worst bosses you can possibly get on any floor. Like, Ragman is probably the worst of the worst bosses. He just does crazy stuff because he has so many of these stupid spiders. And he also has homing shots, which is kind of unheard of for cave bosses. Or basement bosses, not cave bosses. Okay, please. Euthanasia, do something. And we should be fine. I mean, I can take, I think, 3 hits of damage before I die. I mean, two hits of damage without dying. Always shoot the heads. The heads will do damage to Ragman's body as long as they're not spiders. So it's a good idea to shoot them. Okay, please. Thank you. And we don't even get a health upgrade. And this is what, we do have the Eternal Heart, so I think what I'm going to do is go for planetariums, maybe. Because we're going to have a 35% chance of having a planetarium after this floor, and we don't even have a key. So I'm going to do this. We go to next floor, we skip the devil deal, we immediately go to the angel deal. And this is like our best chance of survival right now. I would take this, honestly, but I mean, Godhead is going to win us the game. Godhead gives us that damage up, it gives us homing. Now our tier rates, I mean, our damage is now at base damage, but we do get the Godhead damage. So this was actually kind of a good play. Let me make sure sometimes I need to make sure my recording's actually going well. Because sometimes the recording decides that doesn't want to function. But today it's functioning. But yeah, this has so far been a very stressful run. But now that we have 2 hearts of red heart health, I feel a lot better about it. And honestly, I probably should have skipped the item room if I'm going for planetariums. But lots of people, not lots of people, but some people comment every once in a while that and say stuff like, on the 50th run or the 50th Eden streak, I should go for like Delirium, or I should do something like that. Whenever I go for bosses like Delirium and bosses that are not like the normal that I go to, it's like I have to feel comfortable in a run. So like in this run, I know for a fact I am not even going to go to Mega Stand. I'm probably going to go to Isaac, and that's about it. So far, that's what I think right now. And so, okay, let's not get hit. So yeah, it's just the reason I will not be doing like a certain boss on a certain run is because I never know how good a run's gonna be. I don't want to get say oh, I'm gonna go to Beast on this run, because then people think I'm gonna go, and if I don't do it, people get mad. I don't know if people will actually get mad. You guys usually are very understanding of what I say. I feel like I always think that people aren't gonna agree with me or gonna be have contrary beliefs to what mine are. Okay, let's get away from you. And maybe, just maybe, get something good from the shop. I would like a soul heart. I mean, so far, like, just having the little bit more health is really nice. So I'm feeling good. But I am going to try to get Birthright. You guys don't know what Birthright does? Is for Eden, only for Eden, it spawns 3 random items. And they can be from any pool. So it could be Brimstone. It could be, it could be anything. I think you guys understand what random pool is. But I don't have a bomb for that. I wish I did, because that would probably give us enough money to buy Birthright. But honestly, Godhead was kind of the savior of this right now. I mean, getting that Eternal Heart was really nice, but now we actually just have enough damage, and since we have homing, we're going to hit our shots, and so we don't need to be as precise, and so we can just kind of feel a little bit better. We don't have to be too worried about whether or not I'm going to die in 5 seconds. I should be good. But yeah, I've not been streaming recently. I know if you guys are watchers of the stream and enjoyers of the stream as well as Eden Streak enjoyers, I've just like not been going to sleep at good times. I've just like not really been feeling like streaming. I've just been excessively tired, kind of. And so I've just decided to, sit back a little bit, relax. I've said this before. I've said it many times. If I don't record or don't stream, it's just because I'm not going to push myself to do something I don't feel like doing, because I know the content's not going to be good. So, for anybody who cares about that, that's why. But there we go. We do get Immaculate Heart, which does give us a 1.2 times damage multiplier. So now we kind of have a pretty good setup. I mean, Immaculate Heart plus Godhead are some top tier Angel Room items. So our damage is actually looking much, much better. And I mean, honestly, yeah, this run's just looking real good. If we get a single damage up in an item room, or in an item room or in a boss fight, that's going to be a huge damage up. Not huge. It's going to be a bigger than it's supposed to be, is what I mean. But here we go. Life is going good. And look at that. Ready? It says 1 damage up. Look how much damage we get, actually. 1.72. That's because that's what the beauty of damage multipliers are. Damage multipliers equal big boy damage. Okay. I am going to go back real quick and go to the curse room. And maybe in the curse room, we might get a bomb. If we can get a bomb, you know, I'm going to get a bomb right here. I am going to re-roll. Membership card would have been cool. The reason I re-rolled right there, I know I didn't have enough money to buy anything, but I wanted to see if maybe I could get a soul heart. That way when I came back from the curse room and from the challenge room, maybe I could, you know, have some extra little red heart protection. But here we go. Nothing good in here. Maybe we're going to get like a key drop or a... Yeah, that's fine. And we are back on... Oh, wait a sec. I'm kind of stupid. I forgot the idea that you have to be on full health to go in the challenge room. Well, that's okay. That's fine. I don't need to go in there. But have I gone to the secret room? I've not gone to any secret room yet because I can't find them. So let's try right here. There we go. We finally found the secret room. Ooh, and we do get spirit shackles. On death, Isaac's ghost is changed to his body, and he continues to fight with half a heart. Return to life after 10 seconds. Must be recharged by picking up a soul heart. Actually, a very solid item. It makes it so you don't actually die when you die. So you can actually have a little bit more life, and all it takes is a soul heart to recharge. So if you have something like 4.5 volt, and you also have like fortune cookie, you can keep on popping that during the fight, have soul hearts on the ground, keep recharging that, and pretty much never die. Now you do have you can still die. Like you can take a hit after you take a hit and die with spirit shackle, but hopefully not. And I'm not going to go to mines. We're not going alt path today. We've been going alt path a lot lately. And right now, this run, even though we did get like a bunch of good items and like we're looking a lot better, I'm still not confident enough to go in any of the harder areas. I think we're just going to leave our planetarium chance at 3.6, because 3.6 is pretty, or 36%, not 3.6, 36%, because I don't really want to skip any more item rooms, because who knows what we can get. I don't know. I just feel like going for planetariums is cool and all, but not the most worthwhile. There we go. We're just going to keep doing small rooms and try not to take dumb damage, because dumb damage is dumb. We hate dumb damage. Okay, shoot you. Please don't be a health down. You know what?
Experimental pill.
Interesting. I'm gonna carry experimental pill. What the heck? Experimental pill with us, just in case. Because if we do find like PhD or something like that, it could be very useful. And these guys with the wide eyes right here will actually do a full heart of damage if they touch you. It's kind of a weird thing that I never knew about. But yeah, they will do a whole heart of damage when they touch you. Just keep that in mind when you only have 1 heart of health. But yeah, no, so far, I feel like this run's going a little bit whack. Not gonna lie, not the best run, not the most fun I've ever had. If I talk about the game a lot, that means I'm stressing out. That's what you guys gotta realize. And ooh, I love me some glowing hourglass. But I could also glowing hourglass out of here and get an increased planetarium chance. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we go... That's too bad. I think we go for the planetarium chance. I know I said I don't think I want to go for planetarium chances. Or do I? You know what? We're going to take this. We're going to take this. We're going to take glowing hourglass. That way we can skip item rooms in the future. But I think glowing hourglass is too good to pass up. It's like I can pretty much get free secret rooms. I mean, free attempts at finding secret rooms. And it's a nice thing. So we can bomb here. Nice. And we do get a charge key. So this is what I'm going to do. We do this. We do this. Was that worth it? I know probably shouldn't have grabbed the Eternal Heart. But basically, I always like trying to pay beggars out and trying to just pay anything out that I can with glowing hourglass, because you can always revert time. So if you can revert time, there's no reason to not risk your money, because you're not really risking it at the end of the day. Like right there, we weren't risking our keys. We weren't really risking our resources. We could have glowing hourglass out if we wanted to. I feel like we came out on top because now we can go to the shop and maybe get something that could be game changing. Now what I could have done right there is reverted time and then gone to the shop to see if anything was good in there, to see if I really needed the money. But I think we're pretty good, especially with this Eternal Heart. We might lose the Eternal Heart. That's always a possibility, but hopefully we don't. And we are just doing dumb damage. If you guys didn't know, in Repentance, they did nerf Godhead. So they nerfed it from having proportional damage to the user to having only one solid damage, never changing. But then in the Repentance patch, they actually, or the first big Repentance patch, they actually changed it. So now Godhead does 2 damage, which doesn't sound like, might not sound crazy, but that's actually astronomical. You know, double the damage on something, especially Godhead, which is a tick-based damage dealer, is huge. Because if you get something like boogers, let's say, and your tears stick to an enemy, that's double the damage you would have been doing without it. So, you know, you gotta think about it like that. Doubling the damage is super good. That's very nice. I'm just gonna full clear real quick because we have time. We have the resources to do so. And I don't remember, it wasn't Captain Mangles who said it. I'm sorry, I forgot who commented it, but they said that so far every run's been getting longer and longer, so by the time we get to the 50th win, it's going to be a 12-hour run. I promise you, we are going to not have super long runs moving forwards. I mean, I don't try to have long runs. And I feel like, this is what I've been saying, I've said it a couple times, but I really don't like having Archie that much because, of course, it makes you stronger, but if you're already going to win a run and you Archie, that means you're just adding more time just to win a run. And like, especially with yesterday's run, I was already good. Actually, I guess it wasn't the best before Archie. Before I Archied. I don't know, but you kind of just, if you get Archie and you already have a good run, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. So it's just wasting time, adding extra time. And sure, like a lot of fun stuff can happen, which is why I do use Archie when I get it. Because I could have gotten like soy milk, I could have gotten something really fun. But in the end, I didn't get anything super, super crazy. It's kind of like I just extended the amount of time the run took, which is kind of lame. So I think Archie is pretty okay, but not the coolest thing ever. But there we go. I actually really like that. We do get a little tier rate increase, which is really nice. And I'm just going to go to the next floor. I know I could be going to alternate path at this point because I have good health, good damage, and all that, but I'm always scared. Always. I'm way too far to the left right now. Why did nobody tell me? Just kidding. This isn't live. Ooh. Okay, we're not going to sacrifice. I always go to the sacrifice room if it's there, because the sacrifice room can, and sometimes does, have either a red heart or soul hearts in there, which is very cool. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come to these pills. Okay, one sec. I want to go to the pills, please. I want to use it. Okay, bombs are key. Interesting. Speed down. And tears up. HP up. Shot speed down. You know what? That's actually super good. Whenever you have anything like something like Godhead or anything that does tick damage, you always want to make sure that you have the lowest possible shot speed, which is very cool because pretty much what we just did right there was we got a tier rate up and a shot speed down, which are really good stat upgrades for us. Shot speed down might sound bad, but whenever you have Tristagon, Godhead, that means more time that enemies will spend in your aura, which is very sick nasty. The reason why I was risking it all with all those pills was because it didn't really matter too much because I do have glowing hourglass. So I like, you can risk your life a little bit. And there we go. Okay, so this means that we're guaranteed to only get shops for the rest of the run. We love that. And we still have a 36% chance at a... That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, we have a 36% chance of a planetarium. So hopefully we get lucky. And that is magic skin. I hate Athame. Athame is a decent item. Whenever you get hit, whenever you have Athame, it makes it so there's like a Maw of the Void, like brimstone circle around you. And it's cool. It's kind of interesting. But it's nothing too crazy. And what I'm going to do right now is we are going to like test our luck with magic skin a little bit. I'm going to use it in the secret room in a second and see what item we get from it. And if we get something really good, I'll take it. If we don't get something really good, I'll ditch it. And this is Venus. So that's a health upgrade. Heals 1 red heart. Close enemies become enchanted. And this is Neptunus, which I didn't know. I always thought it was kind of a bad item. But people told me that if you use it correctly, you actually have a much higher tier rate than you had before. So we're going to take Neptunus. And so basically, when you charge all the way up, you have a higher tier rate. So if you use it in bursts like this, your tier rate's way higher. So it's actually a very good item. And I'm sorry for anybody who was offended when I said I didn't like it. It's actually amazing, and it's really good since we have Godhead. But now I just realized that we can't use magic skin in the secret room and also revert time. So I'm just going to not use magic skin. Magic skin is just, it's a risk. It's a risk you have to take. It's not a risk I like taking that much. And man, I had some pizza for dinner today. We got Papa John's. It was such a disaster. It's not really any fault to like my dad, who was the one who ordered the pizza, but he ordered it to a hotel in Texas, which my parents went on a vacation to Texas about 2 months ago. And for some reason, that's the last time they got Papa John's. And so that was the address in his phone. And so he ordered it to the Texas, and he didn't figure it out until about 30 minutes after ordering, and they were already out for delivery. So he called, canceled the order. Oh, man, it was sad because that meant we had to wait another 45 minutes to get pizza. And so that's why I ate dinner at like 9 p.m. It's kind of whack, but I was fine. I had like a small snack at about 6 p.m. So I was good. I was fine. And ooh, we do take Spider Mod because everybody loves Spider Mod. I feel like now that people want me to get Spider Mod all the time, I'm getting Spider Mod all the time. And Eyesore is actually insane. Eyesore makes it so we randomly have a chance to shoot tiers out in random directions, additional tiers. And so with our really high tier rate, it's proccing a lot. And here we go. Okay, this is actually such a good setup. Let's not take more damage. I just lost a lot of health right there. But let's see what we get. If we get Sacred Heart, this is going to be the Holy Trinity of... So, this is the beauty of this right here. So, you might look like we don't have Godhead still, but there's a weird graphical glitch when it comes to Tristagon. It's not a glitch. It's just how it works. We still actually have the Godhead aura. It's just invisible. You can't see it anymore. And so, don't ever be scared to take Tristagon when you have Godhead, because it does still work. But what's really nice is we have homing now. And homing with Tristagon is one of the most OP things, because literally the tiers just stay on top of the enemy and do crazy damage. And as you saw, there was constant ticks of 2 damage, which just show that our Godhead was actually functioning. So, this is actually a very solid run. This went from bad to really good. And do I want to do the marathon all the way back here just to get health so I can go to Mausoleum? The answer to that question is yes, I do. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned and watch me do this. One really cool kind of a magic thing you can do with Bone Hearts is you can actually donate an entire red heart with only half a red heart using a Bone Heart. See? The door is supposed to take 1 whole red heart, but if you only have a half heart and a Bone Heart as your last heart slot, it only takes that 1 red heart. It's actually super cool. And one thing I'm still pretty annoyed about is the fact that the Mausoleum door does not take red hearts away. Like the blood donation machine, it'll take away whatever heart is at the end of your hearts, which I kind of think is a little stupid. Like if you're sacrificing your health, I feel like it should just take away your red heart health. I don't know. I don't know if that makes, if that people agree with that, or if they like the idea that Mausoleum door takes away all your precious soul hearts. I think it's just a little rough. And I feel like two hearts to go into the Mausoleum door, that's pretty expensive. Who's that even going to? Who's like the ruler of the Mausoleum door? Why is the mausoleum door a sacrifice door to begin with? Like, what's the lore behind that? Because if I look at that, there's nothing special about it. And I would go back and get a full red heart to fill my bone heart up, but I don't care too much, and we should be fine. And man, we are so dumbly OP. Anytime you can get homing with Tristagon, get homing with it is one of the most OP things that you will ever have, because it will just stick on the enemies and you'll do insane damage. And this run has really turned into one of the kind of, I've said this a lot, it's turned from the worst start to a very OP run. And it happens a lot. I always tell people that you shouldn't hold R when you get a bad run. Like, it's so tempting. It's so tempting to give up and not try, or to die or hold R. But if you play out a hard run, it seems that it usually gives you pretty cool runs, like a pretty insane run. So you never know how insane a run's going to be unless you play it. So, especially in our case right now, it was very hard to survive on those first floors. We had barely any health. I kind of took a lot of damage that I shouldn't have on the first floor, but still, it was scary. And man, we just melt things. And I think our tier rate's fine, but I want to see what this is. We will take Rosary. Only issue with Rosary is it is going to give us a Bible in certain pools, so we might be getting, we get Flight. We might be getting the Bible in the Angel deal, which I would very much not like. You know, that's cool. That's fine. Let's get our full red heart health. And yeah, it was kind of funny. A lot of people commented, I mean, by a lot of people, whenever I say a lot of people, I'm kind of just hyperbolizing what I'm saying. By a lot of people, I mean 2 people. Adam Bomb, he commented about like how like I definitely have ADHD whenever I talk, and I get like really off topic and go on like tangents that never end. Not never end, but never end with any like, there's no ending to my story sometimes. It just never ends that. And there's somebody else who just says how much he loves the random rants I do that have no context to the game I'm playing. I think it's fun, you know. I have very bad. I mean, I do really have ADHD. It's not something I make up. It's hard for me to speak and talk at the same time, because as I'm talking, I'm usually thinking, and if I'm thinking and talking at the same time, nothing good is going on. Like, there's too much things going on. I can't speak well, and I can't even think well. Man, we almost have conjoined. I'm just gonna bomb this real quick. You know what? That's gonna be a big boy damage up, and we're gonna get up to 7.33 damage, which is really cool. Now, one thing you have to know about Tristagon that's pretty important to realize is that Tristagon only does 1/3 of your damage per tick, which isn't bad necessarily, because it usually does multiple ticks when it hits somebody. But if you have too high of a shot speed, you're really just having a reduced damage with no benefits. So you got to be careful. Be careful out there with Tristagon. But other than that, if you have homing like I have right now, or you have like low shot speed, you're going to be doing more damage than you would have with regular tiers. So you kind of have to think about it. That's why you want to try to get your shot speed down. Try to get that homing when you have tick damage stuff, such as Tech X or Tristagon. I like our little gold baby. I love Buddy in a Box. I think Buddy in the Box has some of the coolest familiars in the game that are so random. I like how they shoot special tiers as well. They're not just like aesthetics. They're actual, real life human beings. And I'm going to go to this big room real quick. That way I can fly around and use the tower card and maybe get small rock. Or maybe a crawl space. Can a crawl space form there? I think it can. And you know what? I'm going to take Blessed Penny. It can give us a half heart or a half soul heart whenever we pick up pennies. A small chance. Now let's see what this does for us. It's pretty insane. Whenever you use the reverse tower card, it usually gives you like 2, like especially in these bigger rooms, it usually gives you 2 or 3 tinted rocks, which is pretty crazy. Those are some big numbers. We got a soul heart. Let's go in here. Maybe get another bomb. Nice. I don't know. Wait, why are things dropping keys right now? I'm very confused. Here we go. Let's go fight the boss. Go down to the next floor in a second. And I mean, we are just gaming at this point. I think I am gonna most likely go to chest. I think chest is the only fun place to go. And there we go. This is why you don't like rosary, because it does turn items, sadly, into the Bible. I mean, we love the Bible. We love the Bible here. We're all church boys, church gals. But it's not an item we want to see, especially with the route we're going on, and especially when we have glowing hourglass. So let's not die, and let's win. No, I thought that was maybe a super tinted rock. If you guys don't know what super tinted rocks look like, lots of people don't know. But they are rocks that have tiny little crosses on it. And there are rocks like this one right here that kind of look like there's a cross. But like, if you see a super tinted rock, you'll know it's a super tinted rock. The little cross is very, very apparent. And it's easy to see. If you have to think, is this a super tinted rock? It most likely isn't. If you see something you're like, that's a super tinted rock, then it is. That's my way I like to think about it. Okay, I wish it would be pretty cool if I could find a super tinted rock to show you guys now. That way I'm not just talking out my butt. Okay, let's see. Anything? Anything? Nothing? Okay. Man, look at that. It's just so crazy. It's just a lot of damage we do. And we're going to open this, grab the bombs, and skadoodle. Now, one thing that is, I always say now, one thing that's pretty nice about having glowing hourglass is you can actually use the sacrifice room a bunch and then glowing hourglass out if it doesn't have what you want in it. So if you don't get an angel deal, if you don't get an angel item, if you don't get the 4 soul hearts you were hoping for, dang. If it doesn't have that stuff, then you can just glowing hourglass out. And this is a little bit of a rough situation. I kind of want to go see if there's a backpack in the shop, because if there's a backpack in the shop, then I'll definitely forget me now. Also, I guess I'll just forget me now no matter what, because I don't really even need... Yeah, I don't even need glowing hourglass anymore. There we go. Now, this is not the most ideal secret room we could have gotten, but it got us money, so that is kind of ideal. I will be taking Mom's Key. Gives us better chest loot, which is very cool. And I'm then going to go... And we're going to go get the Forget Me Now. We're going to go get all of the Polaroids and negatives. It's going to be sick. And we're also going to get double item rooms, another shop and stuff. It's going to be very nice. And who needs glowing hourglass? I feel like at this point, glowing hourglass is not as useful because we are no longer like looking for planetariums. We're no longer trying to get angel deals. We already have everything that we could want. Every little chance that we could have gotten already has been gotten. That was a really bad phrase. That sounds stupid. We've already gotten our planetarium, which is the main thing. Glowing hourglass is cool because it can make it so you can go into a devil deal and get out without actually losing your angel deal chance, especially on or your 100% angel deal chance on the first floors. And it can ensure that you can maybe get a planetarium. It can make it so you get a higher chance. It's cool. But where is this item room? Ooh, I love this. These chests are some of the most fun chests in the game. You don't get them enough. Or you get them too much. It's one or the other. It happens either way. And that's the end of it. Okay, so... That's a lot of health. I feel like I did not need this trinket, but it's kind of good that I have it. Because, honestly, if I were to break the game with a bunch of money in a boss fight, I could pretty much not die. Because Spirit Shackle gets recharged on soul hearts. And we'd have pretty much infinite soul hearts. That's crazy. And this is where we go back and get glowing hour. Actually, we don't even need to go back and get glowing hourglass because we know we're not taking the active item with us. We do get Keeper's Kin, which is really cool. Keeper's Kin, if you blow up rocks, you get spiders, and sometimes spiders crawl out from under rocks and stuff, which is pretty cool. Ooh, Gimpy? Don't mind if I do. Curse rooms are one of those things that are scary to go into, but they're very, very worthwhile. If you start going into them every time you see them when you have enough health, you're always going, not always, you're going to get better stuff in a run. You're going to start getting the pact, you're going to start getting ceremonial robes in those rooms. just because the more you go in there, the more likely you're going to see something. Not because it increases the chance or anything, but just the more you do something, the more chances you have to actually get good items and stuff. So make sure you do those things that you usually wouldn't do. Go to curse rooms, blow up poop, blow up rocks, do all that. Shoot poop, blow up rocks. And we take you, we come to the angel deal, and oh my gosh. So this is really cool because we do get our big boy damage up. 18 whole damage. And we have pretty much the holy trinity of angel items. And we are going to just destroy any boss we see. And we're going to forget me now real quick. Do this floor again. I'm going to try to go faster this time. I do want to try to just get the item room and dip. And I can do that pretty easily since we do have such high damage. I can just tap like crazy and our tier rate is absolutely insane. Okay. Excusez-moi, por favor. And I'm just going to take the random. Okay, that's dry, baby, and we get conjoined. Okay, and we get false PhD. Now, false PhD is really cool. Only bad. Okay, tears down is not the worst thing ever, but look at this. Nothing can stand up to us. We have now turned another run into a absolutely insane run that I honestly thought I was going to lose. I really thought that I was going to lose in those first floors. I thought the run was over. Now, I never give up on a run. I mean, especially, I'm never going to give up a run in the streak. I'm not just going to say, okay, well, this is done. We lost. I'm going to try my best. And that's so unfortunate. We got that just a little too late. I'm going to make sure I have all the stuff I can. Can't even buy the sack. Maybe secret room right here. We get nothing good. Okay. I do want to find the secret room before I leave this floor because who knows? Maybe we can get like rock bottom, everybody's favorite item. I feel like some people were commenting on yesterday's video about rock bottom, and they were like saying like, "Wow, why?" Somebody said he like Priets says, "I don't want to get a damage down rock bottom moment." And the reason why I didn't want to get a damage down yesterday is because rock bottom is a very complex item, more than people think. If I get a damage down, that means that it takes more damage to increase my damage again later. Which, if you guys want more information on the rock bottom video, there's a lot of videos out there. I've made one, Slay's made one, Isaac Guru's made one. And I also want to say, people were saying a while ago that my rock bottom video that I made was just me copying Isaac Guru. And this was a conversation that like Keelvin, Ben, and I had back then. But I had this idea to make the rock bottom video, and I put a lot of work into that. So that video was in my mind for about 2 weeks before I released it. Isaac Guru released his video 7 days before I released mine. So I had already had the idea to make the video before he even released his. Which some people think that if you make a video, it means you made it like 5 milliseconds before you uploaded it. Uploaded it. And so lots of people are like, dang, he copied him. No, people have ideas. Some people have these same ideas. But I think that my video is better than Isaac Guru's. Isaac Guru, I don't really watch his videos. I don't throw shade at anybody. I just think my video is better because it's mine. I'm always going to say my stuff is better because I want people to watch my stuff. I also haven't seen it, so I'm not going to say his is better if I've not seen it. Duh. But did I even find the... I did find the secret room. Okay. Super secret room. No secret room. Let's fight Mom again. We're going to get the negative this time. Wait, did we already get the negative? No, we didn't. And look at this. We will be taking perfection with us because that means we're going to have a dumb amount, an absolute dumb amount of euthanasia tears. That's going to be awesome. But yeah. Rock bottom. Very, very much complex. Lots of people don't understand it. And that's why I was saying a bunch of stuff I was saying yesterday is because I was trying not to get stat downs. Because any stat down would have made it harder to like really break the run later. Which is no fun. I want to break the run now. Okay. Oh, good. We got protection. Okay, nice. Okay, let's grab this before we take more damage. Thank you. Dang, it's so nice having Gimpy because you can just infinitely donate your your life away. Nice. Okay, Razor Blade's actually not nice. We will take the range down because range doesn't matter when we have homing. We'll use Hierophant just to get our health back. And we'll blow this up just because we can. I'm just going to blow everybody up. We don't need any of these guys around. I'm going to take the Devil card, the Strength card. Wait, was there a Devil card? There wasn't. We're just going to take this with and see how this goes. Now, it would be cool. Wait, what the heck? I thought I took the Strength card. What just happened? Sometimes I swear, there's times where I'll take an item or a card and it'll be in my hands and I'll leave the room and it's not in my hands. Like I've done this before in greed runs. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this active item. I like somehow take the active item in my view, but I don't actually take the active item. I don't know. It's whack. It's whack. I hate it. Okay, we don't need more money. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll get... That's too bad. Well, by luck. Maybe we'll get something crazy. Maybe we'll get Stairway and be very sad that we didn't take all that money. But before we get Stairway, I don't really care about money. Or until we get Stairway, I don't really care if I have money. Because we'll always get more money later. It's fine. I'm just going to try to speed this up a little bit. Because I don't need to be lollygagging. But what I do need to be doing is getting the Soul of Isaac. That's actually super sick. Soul of Isaac is one of the best rerolls in the game. Because instead of rerolling the item, it just makes it so there's a second item to choose from. So it's like having Tainted Isaac. How you if like the item pedestal flips between two items. That's what that does. So it's kind of like a reroll. And you know what? We're going straight to Delirium right this second. Why? Because we are going to absolutely destroy Delirium no matter what we do. There's nothing that Delirium can do to stop us. We do way too much damage for him to even survive. Since we have conjoined, since we have everything we have, we're literally just cold-blooded killers at this point. And man, is that Terraria reference? Is that one of the fiery wood trees from the Blood Moon, Halloween Moon, Full Red Moon attack thing? Halloween, I don't even know what it's called. I really need to start recording these earlier. Lately, I've just been, I've started my day off very late, and so I usually record these at like 10, and so like right now it's 11, which is kind of late. This is like when I start getting tired. The thing is, I get tired but not sleepy. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's like I get tired to where like I don't want to be super like energetic or anything at this time, but I still am up for a while because I'm not sleepy. I don't know. Do other people understand that? Do I have issues? Do I have insomnia? I kind of think I have insomnia. I really think I have insomnia. I was talking about this before, like a long time ago, but I just can't sleep sometimes. It's weird. And you know what?
Soul of Isaac.
We're just gonna do this now. Please damage up. Please damage up. Let's go. Okay, that's ooh, and we got spun. I don't even know if we got a damage up from that. This is gonna give us a black heart. And I'm not even gonna talk more about my insomnia, because it might not even be real. I might just be bad at going to sleep at an early time. My sleep schedule might just be bad. I feel like there's a big difference between bad sleep schedule and insomnia. But maybe I have both. Wah wah. What if we get Magic Mush as well in this run? Imagine. I can't imagine. It's not real. Ooh, that has to be the secret room right there. You guys saw that, right? This right here. You guys see how this stick is slightly pointing to this direction right here? And this tile is actually pointing up this way, which lines up with this, which points towards this wall. I saw a meme about that, of how like some people were looking at Sinvicta's game, and he's like, I found a secret room. It's like, this is how Sinvicta sees it. He sees like the curvature of the floor and all of that. I don't think anybody sees that like that. That's not how secret rooms work. Secret rooms just, you can find them pretty easily if you know the conditions at which they spawn. The thing is, once you get to the void floor, there's a lot of walls that meet the conditions of where the secret room can spawn. So you never know when you're going to get a secret room. And man, we're getting kind of lucky. Ooh, damage up. How much damage is that? No damage. What? I'm confused. I don't really understand this. Maybe one day I'll understand why I didn't get a damage up right there. You guys are probably going to explain it to me. You guys are good at explaining things that I ask in the episodes, and I'm thankful for that. Now, Is it annoying if people explain an item that I don't ask what it does, and I already know what it does, and they explain it? I'm very confused why they explained it in the comments. Yes. Kind of weird. They're like, Priets, this item does this. Yes. Correct. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. There's some people do, like, I don't know. I feel like some people think I don't know as much as I do in the Binding of Isaac. And it kind of makes sense because I don't voice my knowledge that well. But trust me, guys. I know every single thing about Isaac. Oh, you think you know Isaac so well? Name every single enemy in the game. Gapers, worms and gapers. Every single enemy in this game is either a worm or a gaper. And you can't change my mind. I think I call half the enemies worms or gapers. Here we go. Was there a secondary effect of Midnight Snack that I didn't even notice was a thing? That I didn't even look at? Maybe. But this is just an insane run. I mean, honestly, I have said before that I hate Neptunus, but I'm sorry about hating Neptunus. Neptunus is actually awesome. I never really could see the benefit of it, but if you just tap shoot it, you actually have insane tier rate. Wow. Okay, we take you. We take the moon and we take the sun. Take everything and it feels like fun. When I was growing up, my parents would let me watch Chowder. And that might have sounded random, but that was the song I was singing. I was singing the Chowder song. I don't know why. They were like walked into the room that my brother and I were in while we were watching TV and just saw these hairy legs stomping on food. And they're like, this is not appropriate. You are no longer allowed to watch the show. I'm like, that's kind of a weird thing to not let your kids watch. Like, just because you see like weird hairy legs stomping on some meat, why can't your kids watch that show? Huh, parents? What is that? What's that about? I don't even think Chowder was not even an inappropriate show. They let us watch SpongeBob, which I knew a lot of people who couldn't watch SpongeBob. I would say SpongeBob is a way more inappropriate show than Chowder. Chowder's not inappropriate. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. I've not seen Chowder, but here we go. Here's the Deli fight. All I need is Deli to actually come out and say hi. That way we can start doing damage. And as you can see, we are melting Deli. Now, this isn't the fastest skill we've ever gotten, but seeing as how we don't even have that many items, this is pretty insane. This is only a few items that made us this strong. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Is damage multipliers are just so stupid. Because in total, we had a 2.3 times damage multiplier and a 1.2 times damage multiplier, which results in a multiply that together, and that's how much damage we did. But real quick, let's see if we can find Magic Mush in one of these Magi Mushes. Okay, why did real spiders just come out of that? Why are these making the sounds of pots? And why are spiders sometimes coming out of the mushrooms? What's happening right now? Are these are actually pots? Wait, what? I don't even want to think about that. Apparently the mushrooms were actually pots. My whole life is a lie. And that right there is win number 41 in a row as Eden. So if you guys did enjoy that video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And as always, guys, it's been Priets. Peace out. Bye.